Welcome to Find Your Fridays. Oh my God. Oh, welcome. It's the most wonderful day of the week. The weekday that we get to hang out together. Hi, Tamara. How are you, sweet pea? Oh my goodness. Like all of a sudden my tabs moved over and I was like, oh my God, how have you been? How have you all been? I don't know. It's been a very interesting week for me. I've had fabulous week in a lot of ways with my clients and things, but today especially has been extra wonderful, even though I had to get up early and take the car to the mechanic. Today's been great though. I got to run someone's baths today, so that was great. Thank you, Debbie. And then so I took the car in and I gave that some love at the mechanic, and then I helped somebody with running their bars today, and then I zipped home and I did an online session with someone, and then I ran somebody's numerology numbers and sent that off to them. And then now I'm here with you guys. Oh, yeah. And I spoke to another friend in between, and she was excitedly telling me just how wonderful she was feeling after listening to a few of the meditations that I've, edited out and popped up onto the YouTube channel as a separate thing. Hi, Edwina. Hello, Debbie. Hello. And it's really been a really wonderful day. Even if it hasn't always been a wonderful week, it's been a wonderful day. And, having you all here with me now just makes me feel just like it's the icing on the cake. Often, I will admit, you guys are the cake and the icing and the decorations, especially after a particularly hard, long week. So I appreciate you all so very, very much for being here. Hello, Melinda. So if we're wondering what's in my tea today, we have a very strong brew because I let it sit for quite a while. It is this one here that I picked up from, I think it was the apothecary, the Hedge Witch apothecary in down south. Anyway, it's got in there citrus peel, rosehip, chamomile flower, lemongrass, hibiscus, catnip, St. John's wort. That's why I'm taking it today, because it's the only thing that I have with St. John's wort in it. Oat straw, nanamint, and that's all. So yeah, that's the reason. It is the St. John's wort today. So take from that what you will. Yankalilla, thank you, Melinda. I was like, I've said that so many times over this last week, and I'm like, why is it that I cannot remember today? There we go, Yankalilla. To my people over on YouTube, that's a very funny sounding word. I agree. There's lots of words that sound very funny in Australia. Mind you, there's a lot of words that sound a bit funny in New Zealand too. Like whakatane. Like, fuck a what? Oh, dearie me. Language. It's a fun old thing. Let me just move that a little bit closer. There we go. Lovely. Little things that I have to adjust here and there. All righty. Cool. let me grab our cards out for our weekly meditation. Oh, reading. Who wishes to come play? I kind of like it when the more simple cards come out for the weekly reading. Makes it a little bit quicker for you guys who are beautifully waiting for your readings. Oh, interesting. Who's for the weekly reading? No. Interesting. Okay. All right. My team's trying to jump us ahead. It's like, no, we've got to do the weekly reading first. Okay, we want one of those for the weekly reading. Okay, cool. And there we go. Righty-ho. Thank you. Finally, you decided. So for us South Australians, have you enjoyed the cooler weather? I certainly have. I'm not looking forward to the hot one that's coming up. We've got, obviously, for all Australians, Australia Day weekend is coming up, not this weekend, next weekend. So that's our long weekend. And the public holiday falls on the Monday following. So that's nice. I'll be heading down to, I'm of course going to be here next Friday, but I'll be heading down to Beachport with Simon to hang with his dad and stepmom and stuff. So that'll be quite good. That'll be fun. So I'm looking forward to that. I've not been to Beachport. Edwina enjoyed the cooler weather. 17th through to the 23rd of January. Gosh, we're hoeing through this month, aren't we? Holy moly. It was so funny because, of course, last week was so stinking hot. And this week, even though I was working just as hard, and sometimes places just didn't have aircon and stuff this week, it actually didn't feel like it bothered me as much if they didn't have the aircon. And there was only one job where it really was tough, and it was because I was doing a deep clean on some industrial bathrooms, and they were not air conditioned. There was the extractor fans weren't working. There was no windows to the outside. It was tough going. So yeah, that's all right. As they say, we can't have the light all the time. We've got to have a little bit of dark to remind us to appreciate the light when it comes. So there's actually an interesting card that has decided to us to come play for the weekly reading for everybody. One, we don't have this deck pop out very often, but I do find it fascinating when it does. Okay, that's the card. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Now that I'm thinking about that particular card, I'm actually not surprised given where we're at with the cycle of years and all that sort of stuff. I also saw something interesting just recently about somebody was talking about, you know how we're saying it's a number 1 year, but it's actually a 10-1 year. So when you do all the year 2026, so 2 + 2 + 6 = 10, and 10-1 years are actually even more full on than what just a normal 1 year is. And I'm like, that's interesting. That's very interesting that they would talk about it like that. But then I go, well, every number kind of goes 10-1 like when it comes to a year. So anyway, either way, this year with the fire horse, with it being a first number of a 9-year cycle, it's full on. It's full on anyway. So let us have a look at the rest of these cards. So for this week to come for the collective from the 17th through to the 23rd of January. Yeah, I know, Debbie. Debbie was just saying that I'm only the second person that's mentioned it's a 10-year. So when I was doing my numerology stuff today, there's no actual mention of a 10. It's only a 1 in numerology, which has made me go, So when they talk about specials, like special numbers, it starts out at 11. So it's 11-2. And then it jumps to 22, which goes down to 4. And 33-6. And then there's some interesting ones for karmic debt numbers of like, anyway, that's a little bit too deep for what we're doing right now. So it's when you get the double digits, it becomes a little bit more full-on special according to the numerology side of things. So I'm not entirely sure of why certain people are talking about it being a 10-year. Technically it is. But also, I mean, this book here that I'm referring to has both the Chaldean version and the Western version. So it's already a very comprehensive kind of a book. So interesting in that it's not talking about 10s. It's like it's a 1. It's a 10-1. So I don't even know. I'll double check the ones and see what it says. Number meanings. Yeah, no, it just goes to 1. So interesting. All right. This week to come, we've got pink to start off with. This is just guidance for everybody for the week to come. Pink of Let the Love In. So quite often when we are getting to this time of the month, people are either returning to work or they're really sort of like that, maybe that past debt from Christmas is starting to knock on the door. And like, even if you're not all of that, even if it's just like getting towards the end of the school holidays and the kids are starting to get a bit itchy and all of that sort of stuff, we can sometimes get a little bit shut down and closed off and get a little bit cranky. So this is kind of like just soften a little bit, let the love in, enjoy your time, be present in the now, because at the end of the day, it doesn't last forever. It's only for a short time. And if you're someone like me who doesn't have kids, who hasn't racked up a whole bunch of debt for Christmas because you don't have kids, and you've basically been working all the way through, like, if you're someone like me who doesn't have those things, but you can still be very aware of everybody else's energy, don't let everybody else's energy and stress you out and shut you down. Okay? Very important. Let the love in. Surround yourself with beautiful pink light, just like these beautiful tulips. Surround yourself with them. Okay? All right. The next one is connect to the divine. Pearl. We love pearlescent light or opalescent light if you prefer. And the divine, of course, is talking about all the things. It's about talking about the love of Mother Earth. It's about Father Sky. It's Creator. It's the universe, Source, Sophia, whatever you wish to call it. And just remember that all of that is around you every single moment of the day. And it's up to you to choose to connect to it. When you close down, you disconnect. So in letting the love in, you get to connect back to the divine and feel a little bit more calm and balanced. Okay. That in turn will help build your confidence. So if at any time this week coming that you feel a little bit like, oh, anxious or not sure, or like you haven't got the confidence to do something, to go and, get that, ask for that promotion, or, approach somebody about something, even a date. There's some spunky person that you've been looking at and kind of going, oh, they might be kind of nice. Surround yourself with some lovely cyan energy and just give it a go. Cyan, and place it particularly around your throat, and allow yourself, oh, God, the galahs are going off. Even they're saying, don't be a bloody galah. And allow that to boost your confidence this week. All of that is leading through to coral, which is to allow flow and synchronicity into your life. Okay. So when you allow the flow and synchronicity, what will happen is you will naturally be in flow through to Father Sky, Mother Earth, Creator, universes, all the things. It's why I so often end up taking you guys up to Theta when we do the meditation at the end of the night, because Theta is really giving you a boost on allowing yourself to be in that space of flow. It allows you to just quieten those parts of your brain which are trying to work things out and trying to, make sense of everything. And it just kind of quietens all of that down and allows you to just be present in the moment right now. Okay. So coral is your next color. What a very pretty little spread of colors we have today. Let me just see if I can pick them all up. Look at all of that. Aw, so pretty. Nearly the full colors of the rainbow. So that's part of our message for this week. Now, the special card that we have for the collective, which makes me go, interesting. And I'm not sure how long I can put this up for. It's from the Sacred Cycles Oracle. Okay. And here we go. So if I hold it way back here, maybe you guys won't see it quite so clearly, so I won't get told off. And it is Menarche. And it says, I claim my sacred rights. The sacred rite of passage for menstruating cyclical bodies, Menarche, is the first hormonal bleed. An opportunity for celebration, this moment marks a transitional space towards greater sovereignty and independence. This is a time of reclamation for you. For many, the experience of Menarche, and I'm probably saying that wrong, so it's probably Menarche. I feel like it's Menarche. It feels like a French word. May have held a feeling of shame or secrecy. If this was true for you, you are now being invited to revisit this moment and meditate upon it, knowing all you do now. Many find deep release and compassion by sharing stories about their first bleed with others. You are also being called to reflect on other previous life adventures that perhaps you had hoped would be joyous, but turned out to be less fulfilling than expected. If you could go back and guide your younger self, what would it have looked like? What do you wish you could have experienced or understood at that time? Now is an opportunity to gift yourself that alternative, whether through ceremony or gentle contemplation. Allow yourself to rewrite the script and change the lens through which you view past experiences to create more peace and freedom. Your journal prompt. So this one is an interesting card for the collective. So I'll read the journal prompt. What do I remember about the experience and feelings surrounding my first bleed? Or How would I like to celebrate my first bleed when it arrives? Now, the reason why I say this is interesting, and I'm going to put that down now, is because this being the year of the fire horse, it's a 1 year. For a lot of people who are on the spiritual journey, this might be the first year on their journey that they've actually really consciously recognized that it is in fact a 1 year, that it is in fact something of like a big boot up the butt as far as spiritual progression and development goes. And much like when women have their first bleed, it's like a dawning into a new era of your life. So that card actually makes really a great deal of sense for it popping up in this month, right? So what I would like you to ponder for this week is, in fact, that lovely journal prompt of how would you like to celebrate this year? Like when it arrives at the end of the year, when the end of year arrives, how would you like to celebrate that? How would you like to celebrate the fact that you got through this 1 year? And what sort of feelings or experiences would you like to have this year? It's like immediately for me, I'm like, I desire to experience a lot of happiness, a lot of peace and ease, even through tough, troublesome things or crunchy things. I still wish to, go through that place of peace and ease. And I wish to have the experiences of a lot of travel, whether it be statewide or international. I'm not particularly fussed. I would just really love to do a lot more traveling this year. So what sort of things and feelings and experiences would you like to have to experience this year? Have a little ponder on that. Now, what is our final card? So there we go. I was like, whoo. And also, I reclaim my sacred right. So what sacred rights have you disregarded because of the busyness of life, where you could slow down, let the love in, connect to the divine? That's your sacred right, to connect to the divine. And in connecting to the divine, you can build your confidence and be in the flow. That's all your sacred right too. God, I love how our teams talk to each other. It's awesome. Hello, Darren. Lovely to have you joining us again. How funny. The yummy card for this week is sacred. So there we go. It's your sacred right to take your place in the collective and to flow with the energies and allow them to be flowing within you. Yay. That is really cool. Thank you. So yes, the Sacred Cycles Oracle is the one that I was just playing with there, in case you were wondering. Alrighty. I might actually just leave that out. We'll see what might pop forward over the course of the evening. Okay. First up tonight, we have Tamara. What is your question for tonight, darling? Thank you for your beautiful donation. I'm so grateful for you. Of course, a gentle reminder that if you would like to have an extended reading, then you're welcome to pop through a little donation. It is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's in the show notes. It's tagged. It's all the things. Alrighty. Let us see which card deck wishes to come and play. Yeah, so I was doing a little like rough tally up of how many meditations that we've done over the years, and there's probably around about 170. And I was like, that's kind of boggling to me that we've done like 170 odd meditations, and every single one of them is different. Every single one. It's like it's fascinating to me. How but when we think about it, there's lovely different energies that pop up each week, and we're all different each week, and the combination of our energies is different each week. When we have new people come in, that has a bit of an influence and adds its little ingredients to the mixture. And I really feel so honored that I get to be the channel that those meditations come through, you know. And like, I love doing the readings, don't get me wrong, I really do. I enjoy connecting with you guys so much. And the meditation part for me is just like such a really special thing that not many people do. And I'm just eternally grateful to those of you who do actually stay and watch live, or come back and watch them afterwards, or when I do eventually like edit out them and put them up separately in the separate little folder there we have up in the podcast thing on the YouTube side of things, that you guys watch it over there too. And some of you guys even watch it multiple times, and I'm just eternally grateful for that, because it's not about, for me, it's not about the big noting or recognition. It's about the fact that it's contributing to you. And that's something that I have, you know, co-created with all of you, and our teams and stuff continues to contribute to your healing, to your growth, to your expansion. Like, that just tickles me pink. It really does. Interesting. Okie dokie. We've got some interesting cards that have come out for you tomorrow. They are from the Heal Yourself Oracle by Ines Segal. We love these cards, don't we? I love it when I can not have to turn the page in the middle of reading out a card. All right. So Tamara, your week to come, she's going to be an interesting one. The first card you've got is self-sabotage. Become conscious of how your inner saboteur functions. You're about to sabotage a big opportunity. Now is the time to stop procrastinating and cease focusing your energy on why you are unworthy of wonderful, enriching experiences. When you connect to the saboteur archetype, you begin to recognize all the ways you pass up interesting opportunities and relationships, which could make you grow, learn, evolve, and become fulfilled. The saboteur is terrified of change and guards your heart from that which is meaningful to you, with the misguided belief that if you don't try, you can't fail. It forgets that if you don't escape from your comfort zone, you cannot succeed and experience the love and joy which would fulfill you. On the lighter side, the saboteur can help you connect to your intuition and help you to listen to your deeper wisdom. It can assist you in deciphering a potentially dangerous situation from an exciting one. So this is number 2. If you'd like to write it down tomorrow, and you can read the action, because I know you have these cards at home. So the saboteur, Be careful of when you're passing by opportunities or things that you could be doing with others because you're scared. That's something that we all do from time to time when something is like outside of our comfort zone. And the funny thing is that this is something Cesar Millan says. We know the dog whisperer, right? He goes, sometimes you don't get the dog you want, you get the dog that you need. Now, obviously, I'd change that out to the dog that you require, the dog that you require to help you grow. And perhaps it's because, say, the person requires to build confidence. And having a dog that's a little bit more dominant, it means that the pet parents have to step up and become the actual leader and lead with calm confidence. If they are sitting back and being a weak energy, they'll get, say, a dog that's more strong, so that they'll have to step up so that they can actually be proper, good pet parents for this dog, which then helps them in many other areas of their life. So be aware where you might be stopping that from happening, stopping the growth. Now, normally when I read with these cards, they're all upright. Not today. Not today, Jose. So this is an interesting one for me to try and interpret. Okay. We have this one. Is number 14. It is soulmate. Now, as we know, with an upside down card, it is the spaces where you might be blocking that particular energy from coming into your world. So where are you stopping your heart from being open and inviting in sacred love? While your soulmate may not be far from you, you are preventing them from coming in. You have to open your heart and call them in and have patience. So at the moment, if you're not feeling ready, that's okay. Keep working on the self-love. Okay. The self-love will also help with the self-sabotage. Okay. At the moment, your magnet is working in the opposite direction. So instead of pulling your soulmate closer to you, you're pushing them away. And even if the soulmate is not necessarily an intimate partner, it might be an opportunity. It might be a friend, a new friend, or a business opportunity, or it might be something like that. So be aware where you're pushing away energies that might really help you. And then be aware that we connect with our soulmates when we are ready to truly evolve and move to the next level of consciousness and life experience. We attract them into our lives when we require to open our hearts fully and learn about unconditional love. All right? So be aware where you're trying to push away unconditional love. All right? That was card number 14. The next card is number 3, which is also reversed, which is card number 3, dreams. So in your dreams, they provide important details. And what I'm getting from this card is that you're either preventing them from coming through subconsciously, you're preventing yourself from really listening to your dreams because they will expand you, the things that are coming through in your dreams, the information and the details. And it could even be about health stuff or stuff like that. But I get this is more about the creative ideas and these creative things that are trying to come through to you right now. You're like, push away, because it's for whatever reason. That's to do with this, the self-sabotage one. Okay, so you've got to do some work this week and find out why you're self-sabotaging and not allowing your dreams to come through. All right, why you are not, like, for what reason are you preventing the energies of a loving soulmate, whether that be a partner, a friend, a business thing, whatever it is? This and the previous one, they're all very, very intricately linked. Okay. So take note of both the dark and the light aspects of your dreams. In particular, pay attention to any recurring dreams, as they often have significant meaning or wisdom that can help you. All right. So if you don't have a dream journal, might be good time to start one. Sometimes when I had a lot of dreams coming through, I would actually just do like a voice note to my friend telling her about them. It was like I'd wake up and I'd go, I'm only just awake, but I need to tell you about this dream. And then I would tell her what had happened in the dream, and then I would listen back to it later when I was awake, and then I'd get more awareness about what that was. Now I have that kind of relationship with that friend that I can do that with. If you don't have anybody in your life that you can do that kind of message with, and they're like, the fuck is she sending me that for? Just open up a voice recording for yourself, and have that on the go. All right. We're back to the upright cards again. And we got 18, which is say what you mean. Take some time to clarify what you require to communicate and to whom. Honest communication begins with you. Take a moment to connect within and ask yourself, in what area of your life are you hiding and denying how you feel? Refer back to card number 1. Does your relationship with your partner require revamping? Are there things that are not working? Who are the people in your life that you must be honest with? This is your opportunity to take back your power and share clearly, wisely, and honestly what does and does not work for you. When you feel vulnerable, you can be easily swayed to say what you feel the other person wants to hear in order to keep the peace. The message of this card is that you require to say what you really mean, whether someone else likes it or not. Okay? So again, there's an action there, which is really lovely. And that's about bringing the blue light into your throat area to help you with accessing the right words that you require to say. Okay. There's a lovely little process in there for that one. You've got some interesting work to do this week. And this, my friends, is why we call this particular deck the kick-ass deck, because it really doesn't hold back. Even when all the cards are upright, it's like, boom. Your yummy card is receptive. Okay? So you've got to remember that the energies that you're putting out is the energies that you're receiving. Okay? And if you're finding things and things aren't flowing particularly well, and you seem to be having a bit more crunchy moments with other people, we have to come back to here and up here and go, okay, so what the hell's going on up there? What is happening in my brain, in my subconscious, that's coming up to be cleared? And as you know, with the inner child work, you can go, okay, well, when was the first time I ever felt this way about whatever it is? And sometimes it's a this lifetime thing. Sometimes it's past lifetime stuff. You know, I've had clients that come to me and going, I don't understand why I'm feeling like I'm being blocked in this direction. And it turns out it's actually a whole other lifetime thing. Had that exact thing happen today with a client. They're wishing to make a particular choice, and it turns out that that choice is being blocked because they feel responsible for things that their ancestors did like 6, 7 generations back. And it's like, she would never choose to do anything with that, but like as they did, but she feels responsible for it. So we had to do some energy clearing on that today. So yeah, it's one of those things when energy is not flowing properly and things are not happening as quickly or as easily as they would normally for you, start asking some of those questions. Okay. Thank you so much, Tamara. I hope you have a splendid week. Get that journal out. Start journaling in your healing journal. And I wonder what opportunities you are perhaps passing up that may help you to grow and be an even a more amazing version of yourself. Only you can know, because you're the one that says no. Alrighty, gorgeous. Thank you so much. I hope that helps for the week to come. Mwah. Debbie, beautiful. You are my next most gorgeous donation. Thank you so much for choosing. Interesting. So, I had literally forgotten about these cards. Like, in the moment I looked at them and I went, huh, where did you come from? I've had them for ages. It's just been a while. Let us have a looky, look. Should be a yes, please. Show me a no. Love it when it does that, which is every time. Okay, so truth. What will it create for Debbie to accept the offer that she received today? Okay, we're going around in circles. Okay, settle down. All right. So there's a lot of energy on it. So truth, what will it create in 1,000 years if Debbie accepts the offer that was offered to her today? As it stands. Well, that's a no. Okay, so come back to neutral, please. Thank you. Truth, what will it create in 1,000 years if Debbie negotiates some things that she has in mind for this job offer? That's a yes. Please negotiate. Truth, what will it create in 1,000 years if Debbie negotiates the items she has in mind for this job, for this offer? Didn't say job, it's an offer. Yep, that's a yes. It's a light yes, but it's a yes. Truth, will the other party, the other party receive, hang on, let me get the words right. Because there's a thing called free will. We got to be aware that free will is always going to be a part of this. So, truth, what will it create for Debbie if she negotiates these other aspects? That's a yes. Okay, come back to neutral, please. Thank you. Truth, what will it create for the other party if Debbie negotiates these items? That's also a yes, and it's a stronger yes, actually. Truth, what will it create in the long term for all parties if these things are negotiated and accepted? Yes, that's beneficial to everybody. Cool. So there we go. Whatever it is that you've got going on, girl, you go for it. Let's have a look what card. Ooh. Let us see what she has to say. These ones are not in alphabetical order, so that's why I'm like, yep, okay, we've got to read the things. All right. So if I hold her that way, you should be able to see her. Cool. So we've got Teresa of Avila, Our Lady of the Interior Life. I trust the answers I find within me. I know the presence of love is real. So when you're... Oops, that's not the right one. Where did you just go? Oh my goodness. Oh, right. Oh, I'm loving this day. All right. So when your soul selects her card, Saint Teresa is a call for the importance of the interior life. She knew intimately about the spiritual wealth we all possess and have access to if we're willing to go inward. She not only emphasized the requirement to meditate and to pray in order to reach that innermost castle where the soul waits for us, but she also instructed the sisters of her convent on how to discern the presence of the soul or of a saint or of a holy person that is giving us wisdom from within us. She had a bookmark that supposedly read, "If you have God, you will want for nothing. God alone suffices." This synthesizes the wisdom of her experience. Nothing less than divine love will satiate the seeker, especially once you have met it from within. She urges us to meditate, to pray, to go inward and meet with the presence of the soul. And then she asks for us to believe that it is real and that the answers we find are real. She asks us to move that inner truth out to the world with confidence and conviction. Your soul voice meditation. What does love feel like in my body? Your intention is, I trust the answers I find within me. I know the presence of love is real. How cool is that? So Saint Teresa she's asking to come and help you along with your journey, and just encouraging you to refer to yourself first and foremost, which I know you do. You're very, very good at that. But also just come back to your heart space. And the other message that I just got dropped in there is, with this offer, check where the love is there as well. That's one of the things you have to just double check for. If the love of whatever it is not there, it's not going to suit you very well. If it is, great. There's more of an alignment there in your values and your principles. So just have that as another little piece there to just double check. Where are they at? Does it match with your values? Is it something that will help you grow, to expand, to shift, to change? And if it is, there might be some crunchiness with it slightly, but it'll feel supportive crunchy. Like, it doesn't feel like you're gonna, like, the end of the world if if you have a discussion with them. You know, it'll feel really uplifting and supportive, which is where that love aspect comes from. All right. Interesting times. Hi, Catherine. Lovely to have you here, darling. I hope you've enjoyed the cooler weather too. I certainly have. I'm getting the sense it's going to start warming up too. I saw reports from the Pilbara this week, and I'm like, gratitude for you, my dear. Miss Debbie, keep coming back to gratitude. Keep coming back to that space where you just feel that in your heart first and foremost. Keep rolling that through everything. The opportunity, the people, how the universe is working in mysterious and wonderful ways to give you the things that you have asked for. Okay. Thank you so, so much, Debbie. I hope you have the best of luck with that offer as it comes through. And I look forward to potentially hearing more. Thank you for coming to play. I am so grateful for you. Oh, how are you, Catherine? Let me just double check to see if there's any further contributions that have come through. Okay, not at this stage. Okay. I think it might be playtime. And if anybody does any donations in the middle of playtime, that's okay. We can jump back to doing readings. But I would love to do some gratitude. Now, we're going to go back to old school. We're not even going to expand out. And the reason why I'm going to do that today is because we haven't played with this book just straight up in a very long time. And that's because I've been helping you guys to remember what it's like to choose from a space of open awareness and to tune into your higher self from that space. So wherever you're at today, for those of you who have been around a long time, I will also invite you to expand out and maybe expand out beyond wherever you've been before. Expand out your allowance beyond that. If you don't, that's okay. And now we are going to ask the question. No, I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to ask you guys now who are here watching to write a question in the chat. Something that you would like a reading for. Pop it in the chat now. And then we're going to do the numbers from there. Okay. So sort of old school, sort of not old school. For those of you over who have not been introduced to this wee book before, it is my poetry book. As you can see, there is poetry and prose. And in this poetry book, there is really interesting things happening in here. The book created itself in a weird way. It's 25 years of my life in here and different moments in time, good, the bad, the ugly, and the awesome. Sometimes when we do readings, it is the poem up the top. Sometimes it's the blurb down the bottom that's more relevant. And your team works with me as well as you to tell me which part is relevant for you. And it's an intuitive poetry book. Sometimes we don't even require a question. Sometimes it's just the poem itself. So, cool. Thank you, Debbie, for your question. I'm going to say now, off the top of your head, and it's not necessarily going to be your favorite number. Ooh, there's some energy moving already. What number between and including 1 and 88, so you could choose 1, you could choose 88, is going to be the greatest contribution to you now, in this week to come, or for your question? Cool. And now put that number into the chat. Thank you, Debbie. All right. So just while you guys are putting your numbers in the chat, I'm going to read you mine. So what I had in my mind is just like for the week to come, like what's going to be the greatest contribution. And I got keep your gorgeous smile shining and your wonderful eyes bright. Keep your arms ready and your heart open. Keep your mind receptive and your soul peaceful. And it's the message that I really get from that is, even though this week coming may be challenging in certain ways, just be gentle and easy with yourself and keep smiling. Keep being your light, bright, wonderful self. Because that's the truth of who you truly be. So there we go. Thank you. Thank you, me, for that. It's this nice little, like, going round in circles thing, contributing and receiving and gifting and receiving back to myself. All right. So Debbie has chosen 50. And she in particular was wondering about romantic love. So Lovers and Friends is the poem that you got, my dear. Someone to lean on, someone to care for, someone to hug, someone to kiss, someone to confide in, someone to listen, someone to have fun with, and someone to love. A moment of clarity where I am exploring what I would truly desire to have in a relationship. I was still flatting with my eldest brother at this stage and was now working as a factory worker at Heinz Watties in the recipe department. Let's just say the smell of tomatoes coming in by the truckload put me off tomato sauce for a while. So, something funny at the end there. I get the sense that whoever you choose, and it is your choice because there's a cool thing called free will be somebody that you feel like is a friend and is a friend first. They may not be a long-term friend. I feel like it's somebody that's coming in as more of a newer person into your life, but it'll be more of a gentle thing, like you would develop a friendship, and then from there it will progress onto something more romantic based. Okay, so interesting. And also there's a point here of being very clear about the aspects that you wish to have in your future partner. Okay. Thank you so much, Debbie, for coming to play. So grateful for you. Edwina, you chose 74. Okay. Why do we fall? We fall for the wrong guy, wrong job, wrong food, wrong drink, wrong clothes. We are looking for love, admiration, acceptance. We fill the loneliness with distractions, people, lust, purchases, substances, when all we really want is uncompromised love. A reflection on unconscious choices versus expansive choices. Playing in the dating scene and not really knowing anymore what or who I should choose. Really not knowing what I desired to create. So flitting from thing to thing, person to person, hoping something would stick eventually. So first of all, that was, as I was reading this, I was getting, Edwina, you're being way too hard on yourself. And all those past choices that you have made that you have regrets about, let them go, please. And be present in the now, look towards the future instead of going, oh man, I wish I hadn't done X, Y, Z. Okay? You can't change the past energetically. You can change the energetic impacts of the past on your present and your future. Yes, you can do that, but you can't change what has actually happened. All right? So that's the interesting thing about energy healing work. But the main message for this for you, dear, is just take it easy on yourself and stop judging your choices so harshly, like especially the ones in the past and the ones that you are now no longer making. It's like the best thing you can do to rectify what has happened before is to not do it again. So there we go. All right. Thank you so much, Edwina. Mwah. Thank you for coming to play. All right. Nettie over in YouTube land. You've asked a question, which is fantastic. I would like you now to choose a number between 1 and including 1 in 88 in answer to your question, and tell me what number pops into your head, put it in the chat, and we'll use that to answer your question. Okay? Catherine, 63. You and me. We are united, you and me. Not always happy, you and me. But we sure do try, you and me. So sad when we're apart, you and me. I don't quite know what to do without you and me. Love isn't always easy with you and me. Other things interfere with you and me. Just wish we could be just you and me. Living peacefully, you and me. Loving each other, you and me. Eternally just you and me. So everywhere that you're trying to do it right, trying to do relationship right, trying to do and not make the same mistakes, trying to not relive past mistakes, just take a breath. Everything that's in that poem is absolutely correct. Relationships are not easy. And the wonderful thing is that they're not meant to be. They can be ease, but they are not always going to be easy. And the thing is that you have done a shite ton of energy healing and work on yourself and spiritual development and all of that sort of stuff. And if the lovely partner that you're with has not done the similar or same amount of work, it's going to show really quick. But the way to know if it's worth it is how you feel. Do you feel safe with them? Do they make your heart feel peaceful? If they do, it's worth the effort. And if you feel safe and peaceful with them, even when the crunchy stuff comes up, you'll be like, okay, I can have this conversation with them, and it's not going to be the end of the world. It's not going to be the end of the relationship. It's just this is something that requires to be addressed. And yeah, it might sort of play in your head somewhat, especially if you're someone like me who's gone through many toxic relationships in the past, and in the toxicity of self as well as the other person. That's the brilliance of being with a more secure partner, a more balanced partner, is that even when those funny little old shit comes up, it doesn't derail things. So keep coming back to heart, keep coming back to, okay, do I feel peaceful? Do I feel safe? Do I feel safe enough within? Yes. Okay, cool. Keep going. The rough stuff will work its way out. Get back to just connection and enjoying each other. Mwah. Thank you so much for coming to play, Catherine. Love it, love it. Okay, Miss Melinda. Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to sip a wee tea before I read this one. I'm curious to see what awarenesses come out of reading this one in relation to a divine partner for you. I'm going to have to change the title slightly because YouTube doesn't like the title of this. So I'm going to call it My Unsubscribe from Life. In a hole so deep, I can't see the light, can't reach the top. Walls closing in, no one to reach me, darkness all around. Anger no longer exists, only sadness. I must leave to free my mind from this confusion, loss, and heartache. Trying to reach out, but being pushed back, throwing me deeper into the darkness. It took nearly a year and a half to be able to put into words to how that time in my life looked for me. That time in my life that changed how I look at life and living forever. Thank you for the trees, cut grass, magical rainbow, bird song, and giggling child on the trike, for melting the walls of darkness. Forever grateful. In relation to the divine partner, it's like there's this part of you that feels like they are just in this big old deep hole away from you, that you're never going to find them, you're never going to see them, you're never going to catch them, you're never going to touch them, you're never going to be able to reach them. And this is your self-doubt playing a part. It's not that they're not there. They are. So this is an encouragement for you to look at, where are your blocks sitting? What belief systems, what points of views, what words or phrases have gotten stuck in your subconscious that's making you believe that this person is unable to find you and connect with you. It's a bit of a deep soul dive on that one. Now, the cool thing is that you happen to know a very clever and energetic healer who does some pretty phenomenal work. So, yeah. Now, I'm not surprised that you were going to ask for 50, because, like, you've heard what 50 is, right? Which is the one that I just read for Debbie. Interestingly, though, this is your potential poem. This is currently your reality. And while you feel so empty and numb about that person coming into your life, they won't come. So I sent you that information and stuff through today. I would recommend that will be a really good place for you to start really bringing your heart's desire forward, rather than what I don't have, looking forward to what I could possibly have. What do I really truly desire to bring into my life, rather than sitting in the big, deep, dark hole of relationship numbness. Okay. That was an interesting poem. Thank you. I was like, oh, Lordy, where's this one going to take me? Okie dokie. Another cup of tea. You're welcome, Catherine. Yeah. No, it's interesting. Relationships with, like, more balanced, secure people. Different kettle of fish. Oh, totally different. You're welcome, Melinda. Listen to the voice message first and then do the written part. Okay. Nettie, number 4. Oh, left over. Okay. Interesting. Wonder where this is going to go. So for those of you over on Facebook land who cannot see Nettie's question, she said, may I have a reading on what will my financial situation this year? Thank you. I love it when English is perhaps a second language. Okay, so the poem that you chose is number 4, which I find very fascinating because it says grandmothers. Grandmothers are the role models for their grandchildren. They teach the children their knowledge and skills. They don't have to be the ones to discipline the children, but just have the job of giving lots of love. The things which they teach their grandchildren will stay with them always, from that little piece of advice to how to lick a plate in style. The wonderful thing about grandmothers is that they can be so different. One might stay home and bake, while another might be out running a marathon, but both love their grandchildren just as much. The love of one grandmother can never be compared. It is very unique and will remain that way forever. So, interesting. I was just asking if I required to read the blurb at the bottom, which I do. Written for my maternal grandmother for her 60th birthday. This became a creation that had hand-drawn flowers adorning the edges of blue paper and covered in Duracell to protect the calligraphy-styled poem, and hung on the wall for many years of my grandparents' dining room. So as I was reading that, for you, Nettie, and in relation to your financial situation for the year, I get that there's actually some stuff that perhaps your grandmothers particularly are going to or able to help you with. So perhaps it's support, like even if it's just let me see, physical, financial, no, it's energetic, emotional support from your grandparents. So perhaps you don't really feel like you can stretch out, and the reason why I had to read the bottom bit was to do with the creativity. So there's something that you're looking at going into this year that is of a more creative nature for you. And there's one of your grandparents that is going, like, if you talk with them about it, they're going to be super duper supportive of you and your endeavors. And at the moment, you feel like, nah, it's too out there. They wouldn't even think, like, they wouldn't care, like that. They just can't comprehend it. Give them a go. Let them be part of your cheer team to help you, to give you the confidence. Because with the confidence and the feeling like I've got my family behind me, you will be able to create amazing things with your financial situation this year. If you choose to not talk with them, even if they've passed away, right? If you choose not to talk with them, then it's going to be a lot harder for you. It's incredible what can happen when we have support of even just one family member. So I'll give you an example. Hi there, lovely subscriber from Adelaide, Delaney. I think I got that right. Delanium. So I'm Kiwi born, so born in New Zealand, and back in 2010, I had this absolutely wild thought that went through my mind that I absolutely had to live in another country. And I just knew it from the bottom of my guts, and I had no idea how I was going to do it, where I was going to do it, what country it was going to be. And also around that time, my granddad, my favorite person in the whole wide world, his health was starting to fail. And then I found out my sister was pregnant, my half sister, and she was in a bit of a funny way. And I was like, oh God, what do I do? Because I'm so loyal and I'm loyal to my family. And I said to my granddad, what do I do? Because by this stage, like it was about a couple of months into the year. No, April. It was April. And I said to my granddad, I think I might want to move to Adelaide. And he's like, go. And I was like, what? But what about your health? What about my sister? What about, And he said, go. You are young and you're single and you've got your whole life ahead of you. Go now while you still can, because otherwise, if you stay, you will regret it. You will regret not stretching out and doing that uncomfortable thing. So was it scary? Yes. Financially, was it absolutely petrifying? Yes. Did I end up homeless for a period of time and nearly living on the streets? Yes. Did I grow? Yes. Did I find some absolutely amazing, wonderful people in the last 15 and a half years? Yes. So get out there and do that uncomfortable thing. Talk to your grandparents or grandmothers in particular, because that's the direction. I've got a poem in there for granddad. But grandmothers is where you are led. So speak to your grandmothers and find out which one is your cheer team. Even though my granddad is now passed, he's part of my spirit team, and he'll quite often pop up when I'm feeling a little bit of self-doubt. And I'll feel him. I'll hear him around me going, you got this. And I'll feel his strong, skinny little arms coming around my middle and just giving me a big squeeze. Or I'll smell CRC or linseed oil, one or the other. Or he'll bring me a feather, or he'll leave money for me in random places. It's pretty cool. So there we go, Nettie. Reach out to your grandmother, okay? Delaney was originally from New Zealand, and relocated to Australia in 2006 as a single mum. Oh, wow, Delaney, that takes courage too. I have no kids, and it was scary enough for me. So well done. Well done. So Delaney, would you like Delaney and Holly? Hi, Holly. Nice to see you. We've got a new person over on YouTube as well. Asheris. All right. We're doing poetry stuff at the moment. So Delaney and Holly and Asheris, what number between 1 and 88, between and including 1 and 88, speaks the loudest to you right now? What number pops into your head? Put it in the chat, and we'll see what pops up for you. What area of Adelaide are you in, Delaney? Number 1. I don't think we've had 1 for a while. Okay. You got a yummy one. All right. It's called Amaranthian. Warradale. Miss Warradale. 1 second. I travel all over Adelaide for my normal work, not my woo-woo work. But I can't really say that anymore because I do my woo-woo work secret squirrels while I'm doing my normal work. Yeah, funny. Okay. All right. Cool. Nice. Yes, I know that area sort of well-ish. I drive through it. It's a bit like my hometown. Blink, you'll miss it. Oh, that's funny. Oh, look, both sides, YouTube and Facebook, are both telling me. So thank you. Thank you. Amaranthian. As we fall together, looking into each other's eyes, arms wrapped around, touching, feeling, memorizing. This is a time when nothing matters, not war, hunger, or sadness. Our love is all that counts, for all too short a time, and so the longing returns. The smiles remain, and the love is eternal. So the title of Amaranthian is poetic, and it's an imaginary flower that never fades. So so what I'm getting a sense with this one is that you have a new love in your life. And if he's not there yet, or they are not there yet, they're definitely on their way. And it's going to feel like you're back in high school. It's going to feel about all the good bits, the yumminess, the giggly, the cheekiness, the big, like, heart overflowingness of that. But with the maturity of where you're at now. And it's going to help you just feel so yummy and squishy and give you that big old smile on your face and the little twinkle in your eyes. So there's definitely some new love energy floating around you right now. Yeah, the butterflies. Like there's gonna be some really lovely stuff. So that is so cool. So cool. What a wonderful way to start this new fire horse year. So there we go. Enjoy that one. Thank you for coming to play. I look forward to seeing you some more. All right. Cool. We've got number 5. Ooh. Okay, so you're asking, what did Bilal Shadab feel after he saw my photo? Alrighty. You ready for this one? Buckle up. Buckle up, buttercup. I'm trapped. Trapped in a place, trapped in a body. A place I'm not sure why. A body. Was it a mistake? So many worries, so many things to come. A need so great, a want which isn't possible. To wish for things, to actually get them, impossible. To love someone, to have them love you. Being able to overcome fear, being able to like yourself. A thing which you want to achieve, a person who gives you strength. Possible. So what I'm getting from this one in relation to your question, darling, is he's really in two minds. There's not really a clear cut, yeah, I'm feeling great about this. It's like, oh, this comes with, all of this stuff that's going on in his mind and all of this other stuff, which is more light and positive. But it's like, he's sitting like this. He's weighing up the options, and it's tough for him to figure out which way he's going to go. I feel with him, particularly that he has to do some growing before he can really commit to anything. He's lost and confused. And to be honest, that's not necessarily going to be a great combination. I've done lost and confused way too many times. So speaking from experience, if it's not feeling particularly light and positive from you, and you're maybe not quite so clear on what it is exactly you require in a relationship, do some, self-development for you first as well, and find that place. If you cannot honestly say you feel safe enough within you to begin a relationship with someone, then you've got to do some work on you. I wish somebody had told me that years and years and years ago. Would have saved me a whole lot of heartache. But in saying that, I learned a lot along the way. So you choose for you. There's free will. And there's obviously free will on his behalf too. So, but at this point in time, given what you've chosen, I can say that he's confused. He's lost and confused, and he doesn't know what to do. Okay. Thank you for coming to play. Thank you for being a new subscriber, and I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Alrighty. Aww. Glad to have come across the first reader in my city. Oh gosh, there's lots of us around. Loads and loads. Not so many of us that do podcasts, things like this. There was a big spate of them for a while that I knew about. And that was kind of how I ended up joining in, actually, 4 years ago. Well, three and a bit years ago. And I was very fortunate to be introduced through another reader, and it was amazing. And I'm so grateful for them. And I was introduced to that person by another person who's a very dear friend of mine. So it's amazing how this little place works. And it's little. Adelaide, as you know, is little. I can now walk into a psychic fair and I know at least 3 or 4 people right off the bat. And for me, that's like, I was like, yeah, I'm now an Adelaidean. I can now walk into a place like that and know people. Because that's my realm of things. Other people, car mad people go into like a car show, and then next thing you know, they're bumping into this person they know, and that person, and this person, and that person, blah 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 blah. So yeah, it's fun. I love it. You said you used to do tarot reading many years ago and would love to connect again with it. Oh, fantastic. Amazing. Yeah, tarot is lovely. I do enjoy tarot. I did wonder, here's the funny thing. At the start of the show, I was doing my reading for the collective, and this deck was like, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me, but it didn't want me to pull any cards, and I'm like, what are you doing? It was my Rider-Waite tarot deck. Now I know why it was saying, look at me, look at me, look at me, like bloody Kath and Kim or something. It was saying you were coming. So there we go. I still haven't pulled any cards from that deck tonight. Isn't that hilarious? All right. So if everybody who is watching at the moment has done a poem, if you haven't, let me know if you would like one. They can be really nice and light and lovely. They might not be. You gotta, just depends on what's going on in your world. It's amazing. Like, I started, gosh, so many years ago. So many years ago with my first deck was this one. Yes, this one here, which is the Doreen Virtue How to Give an Angel Card Reading Kit. It has a CD in there. No, yeah, DVD. It has a DVD in there. Do the young ones even know what a bloody DVD is? I don't know. But yeah, this was because I was like, I like to be educated about something before I start doing it. And I had a friend who really liked doing card readings and stuff. And so she took me to a bookshop because I had no idea where to find anything. And I was living in Hastings in the Hawke's Bay at that time. And we picked up this one. And this was my very first card deck. And I was so thrilled to be able to start there. And now I've got lots. And I play with tarot and I play with oracle and readings, and I've got a few different types of tarot deck, and I enjoy it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's hard to play those nowadays. I know, especially when they have the ads at the start and you're like, come on, skip, can't I? Oh, damn it. I have to sit here and wait. And there's like they have the ads for you wouldn't steal a grandma's vase. Why would you steal this movie? Oh lordy, showing my age, not my shoe size. That's funny. All right, my lovelies. Thank you. It wished to be acknowledged again for bringing you to bringing you through. My pea strainer didn't strain out all the little bits, and that one just decided to tickle my throat. Okay, cool bananas. Let us get rid of that. And back to comments. Beautiful. Age is a number and only as old as you feel. That is so true. Yes. Even though I am 47 3/4, I still only feel about 30. That's the funny thing. I did a hearing test thing today and it came out 35. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. That's good. My hearing's maybe not quite as good as it was, but it's still very good. It's still, but yeah, 35 apparently. I've lost some of my very, very high tones. That's okay. Tis life. Jim, but not as we know it. Okay, let me put that on Do Not Disturb. Again, showing my age. Maturity level of 0. All right, we're going to do our meditation now. And I'm just having a look at our cards from the collective reading. And just having a look and seeing 4 years older. Lovely. That's beautiful. Cool. Do you know, I was really excited to turn 40 because people would finally stop asking me, so when are you going to have a kid? Because after I turned like 38, I was like, this whole kid thing is out of the question for me. I'm done. I'm fucking done. All right. And so when I turned 40, I was like, yes, people can stop bloody asking me about that. That would be amazing. And now that I'm getting a little bit closer to 50, I'm like, how do I feel about 50? Everything else in my 40s has been grand. You know, it's been a lot of challenges and a lot of growth and a lot of amazingness and a lot of hard times, and just the overall, especially last year, for as challenging as the start of it was, after August 1st, I was just like, the rest of the year has just been lovely. Still some little crinkles in there every now and then, just to keep it real. Turning 50, I don't know. I'm feeling very neutral about it. Almost like neutral to more excited. Like I'm in that space with the whole thing of turning 50. I'm like, I think that's going to be cool. I wonder how much more whiter my hair will be by then. Because at the moment we've got like an ombre thing happening at the bottom, but up here, if you have a look, isn't that just so cool? It's like hardcore white. Love it. Just awesome. So yeah, interesting times. All right. Naughty 40s. I had my youngest at 34. Woo. Yes, the naughty 40s. I do love being in my 40s. But I still don't feel like I've had my best years yet. Look forward to the nifty 50s. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't know about you, and maybe the others in the chat can see if you agree. Do people in their 50s not look as old as they did when we were young? Like, I remember looking at someone in their 50s when I was like a teenager and stuff, and they looked really, really old. They had like hardcore wrinkles here and hardcore wrinkles here and wrinkles here and wrinkles here. And it was like, I look at the people in their 50s now, and yeah, there's like a little bit, but it's nothing like I remember. Maybe I was just more sensitive to it when I was younger. But I'm like, I think we take better care of our skin. I think we're not wearing our considerations on our face as much as we used to anymore. We're a lot more energetically aware, perhaps. Obviously, there's some people that go out and get face stuff. Yeah, okay. You agree? People do look younger in their 50s nowadays. Yeah. I just find it really fascinating, and I know that we're living a lot longer. I actually just this afternoon watched an interview with Dick Van Dyke, who turned 100 in December last year. And was looking forward to his birthday and birthday party and stuff like that. And I'm just like, he's still rocking it, man. He still gets up and he dances and he sings with his wife and all that sort of stuff. I'm like, that is wicked cool. Absolutely wicked cool. And I'm like, yep, I think I can get on board with that. Yeah. So yeah, I think have fun. And he actually said he reckons his secret to longevity is the fact that he doesn't really get angry about stuff. He still gets annoyed from time to time, but he just doesn't really get angry. He doesn't get that sort of wrapped up and torn up about stuff. He said his dad used to always be worrying and angry about things, the state of the world or something. And he goes, he died at like in his 70s. And so he's like, I never wanted to worry that much about anything in my life. Okay, so I'm just here to have a good time. Catherine, menopause will make your 50s real. 50s, not many wrinkles. Look younger than when I was a young girl. Oh, really? Wow, I'll get even younger looking than I do now. Oh, fantastic. I love that idea. Thank you, Catherine. I'm already perimenopausal by 9 years. So, yeah. This being 48, it will be my 10-year anniversary of being perimenopausal. So, fabulous. Yay for me. And I look forward to all of that being over and done with. That would be nice. Be nice to be fully in menopause by the time I hit 50. That'd be great. Okay, body, you listening? My body goes, yeah, we'll get there. Oh dear. Anyway, funny. We started the show talking about our first period, and now I'm trying to talk about our last period. That's hilarious. All right. Meditation time, my loves. Close your eyes. Let's just see where our meditation takes us today. Take a big deep breath in and breathing out. As you breathe in, bringing Mother Earth energy all the way up through your body. And as you breathe out, bringing Father Sky energy all the way down. Breathing in, bringing Mother Earth and the unconditional love all the way up. Breathing out, bringing Father Sky and the gratitude for everything and everyone all the way down. Become aware of your body. Become aware of how you're positioned. Become aware of your clothes. Become aware of your organs moving, your blood pumping, your heart, your stomach, your legs, your feet, your arms, your eyes, even the very top of your head. Become aware of your back, your chest, your lips, your nose. Become aware of your ears. How often do you ever take time to just acknowledge all these amazing parts of your body? Today's your invitation to perhaps do something in the morning every day, acknowledging how incredible your body is, from the top of your head to the tips of your fingers and your toes. Now expanding out your awareness out beyond your body in a big bubble up into the sky and down into the earth. Expanding out your allowance beyond the building that you're in, beyond the country that you're on, beyond the planet. Expanding out your allowance beyond the solar system, beyond the galaxies, beyond the universes. Taking a big deep breath in and out. And keeping your awareness nice and expanded out. Focus on your body once more. And you're going to expand out your allowance. Expanding out your allowance, and your sense of allowance takes you from being the tight, contracted little pebble at the bottom of a raging river of everybody else's thoughts, feelings, and emotions, because you are a beautiful, amazing, sensitive wee being. And the greater you expand out your allowance, the more you become like a beautiful, light, fluffy cloud with rainbow sparkles all over you, floating along. And you see that raging river of everybody else's thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and you see it for exactly what it is. It's just energy. And you're no longer at the effect of it. You now get to choose whether you contribute to that, whether you play with it, whether you decide to get swept along with it for a while, or whether you just float on by and let it go. It's your ultimate choice. That's your free will. And when we're working from the space of allowance, it's even easier. So expanding out your sense of allowance in a big bubble all around you, greater than your body, greater than the building that you're in, bigger, bigger, bigger than the planet, bigger than the solar system, expanding out your allowance, greater than the galaxies, greater than the universes, and finally, greater than your awareness. Take a big, deep breath in. And just feel how much your body has relaxed already, just with that simple expanding out exercise. Beautiful. We'll keep that there. Keep nice and expanded out. Focusing on your body once more, we are going to go up to theta. So imagine that there's a beautiful, bright, white, opalescent light shining into your heart, moving down your body, through your legs, through your feet, all the way down to the center of Mother Earth. Curling around the center of Mother Earth, moving all the way back up through your body, through the crown, creating a big bubble above your head. Now imagine that you're inside that bubble, and now the bubble floats up higher and higher. Keeps floating up through the golden light, through the dark light, through the rainbow jelly-like clouds and the pink misty clouds. Your bubble floats up higher and higher through this beautiful big opening that has bright white opalescent light streaming out. Move through that opening until you're completely surrounded by the bright white opalescent light. It might feel a bit like you're standing underneath the sun, and the sun's nice, warm, gentle rays of unconditional love are shining down all over you. Take a big deep breath in and out. And as you breathe out, the bubble around you dissolves gently. And breathing in this time, as you breathe in, the unconditional love will float in through your nose, through your mouth, all the way down through your body. And as you breathe out, any tension or stress starts to release from your body with your breath, and will continue to do so as much as you choose to. Just give you a little moment here to enjoy the feeling of unconditional love. You can call this from Creator, from Source, from Universe, from Sophia, whatever you wish. It's beautiful. The lovely thing about the unconditional love is it is literally unconditional. This love does not care what you have been in the past, what choices you have made in the past, nor what choices you will make in the future. It is here to love and support you in this moment, right here, right now, in whatever way, in whatever capacity you wish to choose. It does not judge you. It does not tell you you have to be or do any certain things to be able to receive it. It is just there. In this space and plane of the theta plane, the seventh plane of existence, miraculous things can happen here. Because you are literally in direct communion with Source, with universe, with yourself. The only thing that prevents you from having instantaneous healing is those old points of views, belief systems that are running in the background. You can release those too, which is pretty awesome. Now I'd like you to imagine that the young version of yourself, somewhere between 10 and 14, for those of you who are female and had periods, whatever age you started your period, for those of you who are male, whatever between those ages of 10 and 14 pops into your mind as the age to be the most contribution right now. Maybe it was when you found your first armpit hair or something like that. That lovely sense of, oh my gosh, I'm actually in puberty. Imagine that there's that younger version of yourself standing in front of you. That lovely, innocent, but thinks that they're so full and wise version of you. And in that moment of looking at them, I'd like you to see on their skin all the worries and woes, stresses, traumas that they have experienced so far. Whether that be from family, peers, society. See it written in words all over the body. And if you don't have many words, congratulations, you're very lucky. Many people who find their way to me have been through a lot, even before they hit their teen years. And it's okay if you feel a little teary. It's okay. I'd now like you to start bringing in the unconditional love that's all around you, bringing it in through your body as your adult version self, through your heart. And I'd also like you to bring in the colors of beautiful pink, vibrant pink. Bring that in and thread that through the stream of light that will curl around the young version of yourself, starting at the feet, like a beautiful, soft, gentle ribbon of light that just gently moves up, and every word that gorgeous opalescent and pink light touches dissolves away from the skin, leaving it blemish free. All of those times that have created hurt and heartache in that beautiful little body. All those embarrassing experiences, hurtful comments, crazy things that kids say to each other, bullying, trauma. The things that our parents may have said to us, where they've come from that place of hurt and trauma themselves. Moving up through the pelvis, just clearing away, wrapping up the body in those beautiful ribbons of opalescent and pink light. Moving all those dark words away, dissolving them on impact. And all the growth and the spiritual healing and amazing things that you have done because you experienced those things gives you now the ability to do this work for the younger version of yourself. Around the back and the belly. And as the ribbons of light touch the torso and the spine, the ribs, all the skin moving up through the chest to the shoulders, you might notice that the words are so thick around the throat that they almost look like chains. At this point, we're going to add the color of cyan to bring out a little bit more strength and confidence. Because as you're moving these ribbons of light up and over this beautiful child's body, down their arms to their fingertips, and continuing to work on all of those words that are around the throat and the neck, loosening them off bit by bit, word by word, syllable by syllable, letter by letter. The cyan energy comes up and underneath, encouraging the young version of you, empowering from within, because there's not much to go now. And the young version of you is very, very quick to learn. It's like, yeah, I can do this too. I have this energy within me. And yes, they do. So between the two of you, get those words away from your throat, away from your neck, away from your spine, away from your thymus and your pituitary gland, all away. Eliminating and eradicating them from existence. And the pink and opalescent light moves up through your jaw, your cheeks, your eyes, wherever the words are sitting, whether you were told that you should only speak when spoken to, children are seen and not heard, all of those sorts of phrases. Those things that you may have taken on, being not valuable and being not worthy, not appreciated. Whatever has been told to you over those years, those young years, all of those are now disappearing off your face, off your nose, your lips, your mouth, out of your ears. Even behind your ears. So there's no sneaky ones. Make sure you get those ribbons of light moving all around your body. Up the back of your skull and along every single shaft of hair on your head. And now you're going to go a little bit deeper. And any and all words that are within the brain, the subconscious and conscious mind of this beautiful little being. Let the tendrils of light, the ribbons of opalescent and pink and cyan, move through the brain, eliminating and eradicating all of that from the conscious and the subconscious of mind. All those words and phrases and energies that created self-doubt, self-sabotage, wherever that created or began the process of separation between you and Mother Earth and Father Sky and Source itself, including your higher self. All of that is being removed now. Let it all go. From the very deep, darkest patches of your subconscious, let it go. Let the ribbons of light take that all away now. Beautiful. And now those ribbons of light come out and just slowly, gently moving over the body, just from the top of the head all the way down, just double checking if there's any words that have been missed, including from the heart, from any of the other organs in the body, all the way down to the fingertips, all the way down to the toes. And now this beautiful being, this lovely little version of you, is standing there, right on the cusp of full-on puberty and all of the wondrous, challenging things that are to come. You're going to change the ribbons of light that are coming from you through the unconditional love. And that's now going to start flowing with this beautiful orange coral color Lovely, like 1970s kind of just vibrant orange. And this vibrant orange is now going to swirl around the both of you. And as you look into the younger version of you's eyes, and you can see finally all the hope and the possibilities, and they can now see the wisdom in yours. You are meeting each other in a very unique way. This beautiful, vibrant orange light is moving up and around and through both of your bodies, all the way up through your legs, through your pelvis, through the belly, the chest, through your hearts, and around you, all the way up through your armpits and your shoulders and your back and your spines, down your arms to your fingertips. And as this gorgeous coral light moves through your throat and your neck, and you're seeing and hearing all of the wondrous things you can now speak about openly, honestly, and without fear. All the way up through your face. And you feel your heart so much lighter than it's been in a long, long time. You feel all the pain, the shock, and the trauma from your adult body disappearing as you resonate now with the younger version of you, the light-hearted version of you. And much like you gifted to them your love, they're now gifting to you the possibilities and the love that they have for you. The orange light now moves through your brain, your subconscious and conscious mind, all the way up through to beyond your very crown. And now you just can't help yourself any longer. You hold hands and you dance or do roly-polies or fly or float, because anything is possible in the seventh plane, and you both have just so much fun. Just enjoying being you and being in your flow and the synchronicity of living life in a balanced, harmonious, safe within way. Celebrating all the possibilities of what is to come, what has already happened, and what will come again in the future. You bring your younger self up into you for the biggest hug. Thanking your younger self for being so very brave. And your younger self thanks you for standing by them when everything looked so dim. And as the orange light continues around you, it is also melded with the bright white opalescent light, the pink light, and the cyan, curling all around you like a big, warm, squishy blanket. And the young version of you becomes integrated into you, into your heart, into every single cell of your being. The lightness, the fun, the possibilities. And that lovely warm blanket of pink, opalescent, cyan, and orange, coral just helps to integrate things very deeply, holding space for you while your body adjusts to this new way of being. And if there's anything in particular for this year to come that excites you, if there's any particular energies or experiences that you would love to have in this year to come, now is the time to speak it. I desire to experience. Put your desires in there. Say it out loud. I desire to have or experience this year beautiful. And now supported by all that is possible within the seventh plane, within you, within your younger self, and all this amazing light that's around you. Anything that does not make those desires possible, just let it all go now. Let Creator take it away. Any of those blocks that are preventing you from receiving all the desires that you have for your highest and best. Beautiful. And now we'll float down from the seventh plane, from Theta, giving gratitude, intense gratitude for all that has occurred this evening. Moving down through the pink misty clouds and the rainbow jelly light clouds. Moving back through the golden light, back through to your body. And now imagine that you're standing underneath a big, beautiful crystalline waterfall. You feel the water moving over and through your body and just washing away any other little fragments of energies that are ready to go now. Sending it out to Mother Earth to be redirected into other things. And now stepping out onto a big, warm river rock. You feel the warmth of Mother Earth underneath your feet. Take a big deep breath in. And out. Take in another big deep breath in. Bring Mother Earth energy all the way up through your body. And as you breathe out, bring Father Sky energy all the way down. Bring Mother Earth and the unconditional love all the way up. And bring Father Sky and the gratitude for everything and everyone all the way down. Beautiful. When you're ready, open your eyes. For self-care, please have a drink of water. You might like to have a little bit of salt. Salt is always a very good thing to have after doing energy work. It helps soothe the brain. I have salt in my water because it makes my life easier. And sometimes when I'm doing energy healing work, especially in-person body work, I'll just put a pinch of salt right on my tongue. And you go with what works for you. I have 3 different salts in my kitchen at the moment. I have Himalayan and Celtic, and I also have Red Murray River salt. So I just go on what my body would like at that time. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. It has been an absolute pleasure and an honour to work with you tonight, to play, to giggle and laugh along with you, and to enjoy this space. So until next week, please get out there, do something fun for yourself. And until I see you again, be bold, be brave, and be you, my beautiful friends. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful week.